It's your boy CJ. I'm back to do another video. This one is about my testimony. This is I got a few of them to go, but this is just one of them. So it's gonna be a lot more coming. I want to talk about how good, just how good God is. Um, the whole world should know now about how good He is. At least everyone over 18 should know and understand how good He is. So um, we go with John 3:16, and in John 16 um, it read that God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So we that's one thing. I mean, we all should know that, at least all of the one that is over 18 and maybe a few younger. Then we go down to Second Corinthians 5:21, for he made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we may become the righteous, the righteousness of God in him. So he sent his son. His son had did no sin. His son didn't know no sin, but his son came into the world to die for the world's sin. The only one could do that was the only person could die for sin is the one that who knew no sin, because if he was a sinful man, he could not die for sin. He had to be someone that who did not know sin to die for sin. So this is why the Father sent him to die for our sin, and he did it. Now we all know that he is back at the right hand of the Father in heaven, after being risen from the third day. Now he back at the right hand of the Father. But my testimony today is that to show you how good he is. He been good to me. I know he been good to more than me. I know he been good to a whole lot of people that who don't want to honor that. But my testimony is when I was a 3 year old, when I was a little young boy, I lived with my grandma. We all know her name was Big Mama. We all know who Big Mama is. And my mom lived down the street from us. So one day I ride my bicycle through the neighborhood. When I turn the corner, I can hear someone saying, "Get out, get out, get out." So as I got closer to her house, I heard her telling somebody to get out. So I put the bicycle down and ran into the house. I say, "What's wrong?" She said, "Oh, I told him to leave, but he won't go." So I walk up to him. I'm a boy now, and this is a man. I say, "You got to go." He said, "I ain't going nowhere, young nigga." I said, "Hey, you got to go." "Oh, I ain't going nowhere, young nigga. What you gonna do?" So at that time, I went outside to get on my bicycle to leave to go get something to come back to make him leave. So as I got on the front porch, I saw a bicycle rim on the side of the house. So I picked it up. I go back inside. I said, "Hey, you got to go." "I ain't going nowhere, young nigga. What you gonna do?" But that time I thought I beat him with the rim. He was blood coming out of him. My mom was screaming, "You gonna kill him! You gonna kill him! You gonna kill him! You gonna kill him!" So I stopped hitting him with the rim, and he pulled out a gun, put it to my face, and pulled the trigger. Click, click, but the gun did not fire off. So we wrestled. I took the gun from him, and when I took the gun from him, I pointed up into the ceiling, and I pulled the trigger. Pow! I pulled again. Pow! So the gun went off. But I didn't realize who was with me that time. I always knew God. I always knew who God was because my grandma raised me up in the church, but I didn't know what I know now. So I left. he left. And sometime later, I was dating this girl, and she had a boyfriend that she wanted to get rid of. I didn't know she wanted to get rid of him, but she wanted to get rid of him because he told me to come by the house and see me. I went by the house to see her. When I got over there, he came over there with his brother. And at that time, I was working for a friend who owned a nightclub, and I was the doorkeeper. So anyone that comes in, a bouncer they call it, you can bring a drink out, but you can't bring it back in. Because I was at the door, he came bought a drink and went outside and came back on the inside. I told him, hey, you can't bring that drink back in here. So he began to go past me. So I grabbed him. We started wrestling and fighting, and I ended up throwing him on the pool table, and I ended up falling on the ground, and he got up on top of me. But then, as I don't know where he get the gun from, as he was putting up, I mean, I don't know where he got the gun from, but I can feel the gun in my stomach. So I would wrestle with him to get the gun from my stomach to extend his hand out. And when I did that, he pulled the trigger. The Then the owner ran over and he ran out the door. So my owner of the club started shooting at him. He missed him, but he was shooting at him. So those two events that shows you God is, how good God is, and how He would take me, or He would take the one that know Him and love Him. That's how you know that God is with you. So it's minimal dream that I had when I was in trouble, or something could have happened, but I know He was with me because I know that the Lord loves me like He loved the whole world. Because He said His Son is not to die for us. So He didn't die for me; He died for all of us. But we don't want to give Him honor enough. I say y'all don't give honor. 'Cause I give honor because I pray every single day. I pray to the Lord every single day. I go to bed. I don't go to bed before I pray. I don't wake up and get out of bed before I pray. And I recognize where my help come from. I recognize who watches over me. I recognize who it did for me. I recognize who got my back when nobody else got my back. And I don't pin on nobody else because the Bible tells us do not put our trust in a man, but put our trust in the Lord Jesus, who is able to deliver what whatever we want, whatever we ask Him for. And I understand that, so that's what I do. When stuff go bad for me, I don't sit around and cry about it. I don't sit around and murmur. And when something good happens, I don't call it luck because I don't think no Christian person should believe in luck. I don't, because God is not about luck. When God doesn't know about God, not luck. Only Satan, the only thing that happened to us with Satan is luck, but God is not luck. So I understand that. It's a minimal dream that I want to tell you guys. Well, not this dream. This wasn't a dream. This was real. But there's some other stuff I want to share with you guys about other time I should have been dead, but the Lord spared my life and kept me here for whatever reason, maybe for this reason. But but at the same time, I'm I'm trying to get it, trying to let you guys know, what, what, what what's going on. I'm trying to do that with me. So I'm going to shut this video down, and hopefully, I pray that I do another one later and give it to you guys so you guys can look at it and hope it helps someone. God bless you. God bless your family. Until the next video later.